Here we are out here at the edge skirts of society in very rugged terrain where we've heard more and more reports of Bigfoot being sighted.
This is throughout the whole greater St. Louis metro area. There's been throughout history hundreds of sightings. This has been an area where there's been a very high concentration of them. So today we're just out maybe trying to catch a track or catch some tracks, a glimpse, something to prove that there could be a beast in the area.
Let me ask you personally as we get this started, do you believe in Bigfoot?
Personally, I'm a skeptic, but through history, a lot of sightings.
So you do have to...
Bonus.
All right, well here, we'll get out of it. Wait.
Bigfoot in St. Louis,
And
the documentary.
Go.
I'm standing here with local resident Michael Green, local resident and hairstyle enthusiast. I understand you've had a first-hand account, first-hand experience of the beast.
Yes, sir, I have.
Could you tell us about that?
Well, he was spelunking or rappelling or something. I'm not real sure what he was doing.
In this rugged environment.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not real sure what he was doing, but he was,
Just make sure you get this backdrop. Very inhospitable.
yeah, I like to get my exercise out here from time to time, and I was just walking by and I saw him doing something on that there cliff.
So he was grappling.
I think he was. I'm not real sure. He was doing something. I couldn't tell you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay, what I found here, and I would actually like your help on this, it looks like tracks and... what is this? What is this?
What we're here seeing, this is a classic example of why there's been more sightings. We've seen track marks leading like this. Obviously, there's 5 digits imprinted.
Definitely a footprint.
This is a high bark contact diet, a lot of roughage. That's actually scat.
Scat?
Yes.
Wow.
And it doesn't appear with that much fiber content that it would have been anything in a normal human diet.
So this could be actual droppings of the beast.
It's too early to say. It's too early.
Okay, well, what is this? This looks like tracks of some sort.
This is, Brian, again, another reason why we came to this location. We see heavy 5-digit indentations that could be footmarks. This looks to be scat. But if you but look at the high fiber content of scat like that, that's far too much natural herbage for normal human diet.
So this could actually be droppings of the beast.
It's too early to say anything like that. You want to retain a scientific approach to this, but this is something that could give you hope that maybe these sightings are based in...
Amazing. Jeff, I'm hoping you've gotten this. So I think we're close.
I want to say we're close, but we're still going to have to see.
Amazing.
Will you come through? Right?
Yep.
Now what are we looking at here? Brian, this is a rock and this is a stick. I'm holding these to show that any chance for survival that an adult hominid would have out here, he'd have to have at least mastered primitive tools. Our earliest ancestors were able to use these for primitive survival skills. These would be important.
So we're saying even in this rugged, inhospitable environment, we think the beast is educated enough to at least use tools.
I would say that he has to be. I'd say he has to be at least as advanced as early hominids to have any chance at survival.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Another component, though, is we do have water, which all life, we have it under sustains life, correct?
Right, the earliest civilization in earliest human history took place with the advent of the tigers.
Hold on a second. Jeff, come over here. I think explain what we're seeing here. What are we seeing here?
Okay, once again, oversized hominid impressions. This is a bilateral pattern. This is an upright creature, a heavy upright creature.
Massive. This is unbelievable.
But it makes perfect sense with what we were saying. What are we looking at out there?
Water.
Water, the source of all life. It's necessary for food. It could be a natural food source for the beast.
I think we're close.
I'm starting to become less of a skeptic, Brian.
And as we can see here, this environment being as rugged, I would think personally it is going to be tough to sustain any kind of a larger beast, anything larger than, maybe deer size.
Brian, it really is remarkable that we're seeing some of the signs we're seeing, because looking at this terrain, it's too
you
rugged.
can see mountainous.
Even hoofed animals would have a hard time up there. So anything that would attempt to live here would have to be just in remarkable physical conditions, just totally, completely adapted to the environment physically.
Well, I would have to think so.
The challenge is just must be immense. So the creature would have to have a very lean, immense upper body strength.
Well, I mean, just looking at the rock formations and everything else, I would think leg strength, very strong build, powerful.
It's almost too much to even imagine that a creature could do that. I'd really say it's conjecture at this point. This kind of brings me back to my doubt status that any animal could be suited for an environment like this.
I do feel like we're close, though.
I don't know, Brian. And Brian, I see here is one of the problems that Bigfoot would be facing today. This is an example of how another species can encroach on the first species territory. This example of human garbage and even human construction as it comes.
Well, I was going to say, an overlying point, I mean, we have paved roads here.
Paved roads. This is a sign of an advanced species making its way into Bigfoot's territory, and it would cause them problems. This is the kind of thing that I would think would really upset a creature like Bigfoot.
I would agree. One of the things, though, I would really want to know is that if there is a beast, how would he be able to coexist with man and with human beings in this rugged environment?
Well, Brian, that's one of the things that I think, one of the reasons we have no proof of the beast is I think it's unlikely that they ever could learn to coexist. I would say that for a creature like Bigfoot, when you look at the intrusions that man would bring into his world, it would be a natural enemy. The two wouldn't be friendly toward each other. This is why, if there is such a creature, we never see it.
In your estimation, unlikely that they could coexist.
I could imagine. Try to picture yourself, Brian. You're a product of this rugged terrain, and this is yours. And just imagine the rage you would feel at people intruding into your area.
I still feel like we're close.
You sure?
Brian, I came along for the documentary, and I wanted to believe, but the closer we get, the more investigation that we do, I can't see it. I really couldn't see if there is a Bigfoot.
One thing I have questions about is with all of the sightings, it's such a vast area, from Peevely to Afton to all of the greater St. Louis metro area. We're talking hundreds of square miles. How could Bigfoot be in so many places?
See, I don't think you could, Brian. That's another thing. If you take a look at a size of a creature like this, this would be a slow, lumbering creature. There's no way he could cover the hundreds of square miles that he's allegedly been seen in. It's just crazy. It's more of the urban legends and the myths. I've heard stories, and coming into my research offices, like he's been seen in Mexico, he's been seen in Canada. I mean, the stories are just
But such a vast number of sightings in such a wide spectrum of locations.
Brian,
how could he be in so many spots?
And I think that's my point. I don't think he is. The power of delusion is really strong in people. They really want to believe sometimes things that just aren't there. See?
Perfect.